Here are some of the setting changes that we made for Slide to Type. 1. Go to Settings. 2. Go to General. 3. Go to Keyboard. 4. Go to Slide to Type. 5. Turn on or turn off Slide to Type. Another setting in this demonstration is how to change keyboard interaction time. 1. Go to Settings. 2. Go to Accessibility. 3. Go to Typing. 4. Go to Keyboard Interaction Time. 5. Increase or decrease with the increment and decrement buttons. Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson. iPhone 101, your guide to the iOS operating systems for the iPhones. And iOS 13.1 just dropped. And a quick fact, the OS in iOS stands for Operating System. iOS 13 just dropped. There's a few bugs here and there. Some people actually liked it. It didn't bother them. Maybe it was phone specific. Maybe it was just the way they use their phone. Nothing really bothered them. The update to 13.0 just arrived. 13.1. Apple decided to move this up as there were some complaints about some issues that 13.0 was released with. This is sometimes a problem when a new release goes out to the millions and millions of users that then they find something that really didn't stand out. Well, 13.1 is a fix to most of that. There might be a couple other bugs that we'll find out, so let's dig in.
I didn't have any problem. It works fine for me.
Yes, little dude, it may work good for some people, but other people were having problems, and Apple likes to make it good for everybody. So that's why they do an update. That's why we have 13.1.
Okay, fine. Let's get on with it.
One of the first things you may notice if you're your VoiceOver user is the typing on the keyboard. QuickPath typing is kind of a gesture-based way of typing, and some people like it, and some people think they can type just as fast without it.
I don't need it. Too slow. I'm faster. Don't need it. Nope, not me. Not the kid.
It's also called Slide to Type. So let's go to Settings, General, Keyboard, and then down to Slide to Type.
Slide to Type on.
You'll find that it's already on, so you can shut it off. But if you look right after it, there's another option.
Delete Slide to Type by word on.
So I'm going to go into Messages and start typing. Now I got Delete with Slide to Type turned on, so we'll see how that works.
Message text field is editing.
So I'm going to type out, "How are you doing?" with a question mark at the end. We'll start with the letter H, and I'll hold.
Cap H.
And once I hear that sound, I'll start moving to where I believe the O is. Then I'll move to where I believe the W is. And here's the VoiceOver feedback that I get while sliding from letter to letter.
Hotel. Hi. 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 Hot. 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 Hope. Hope. Hotter. Hottest. Hotel.
You won't be hearing the next letter that you're going for. So just go to the area that you believe it is on the keyboard and then to the next letter.
Hope. Hope. Hotter. Hottest. Hotel.
So after process is going, kind of like flick type, it kind of predicts what the word is, and that's what you'll be hearing. And once you hear the word that you're typing, then you just release your finger and go down and hit space.
How. Space. Space. How.
And say you just get frustrated and you say, I don't want this word.
Hotel.
Then just go over and hit delete.
Delete. Hotel.
And the word will disappear because we left that option on in settings. Now, if we didn't have that option on, we could start deleting one at a time back to the letters that we want to keep. Then start typing the word that we wanted to type in the first place. And type as you normally would do. However, since we have Slide to Type turned on, we're in race with the clock. Once you touch your first letter, if you don't move quick enough, it'll go right into Slide to Type mode and you'll only hear the suggested words. So you gotta move quickly. But we do have the ability to change the time that it waits to decide if you're gonna use Slide to Type or if you're just gonna move to the next letter. And you can do this by going to Settings, Accessibility, and notice it's not in General anymore. We'll go just below that and you'll find Accessibility.
General button.
And just a couple single finger swipes to the right.
Control Center. Display and brightness. Accessibility.
Single finger double tap on that. And we'll go to VoiceOver.
VoiceOver on button.
We'll single finger double tap on that.
VoiceOver on.
And we'll go down to Typing.
Typing. Typing style. Touch typing button.
In typing, if you do a 4-finger tap near the bottom, you'll find Keyboard Interaction Time.
Keyboard Interaction Time. 1S button.
Single finger double tap. Now this is adjustable and you can go in increments of 0.20, up or down. You can incrementally change this.
Increment button. 1.20. 1.40.
All the way to 4 seconds.
4.00.
So you can increment this or decrement it to where you find is comfortable for you. I'm going to go back to 1.
Decrement button. 3.80. 3.60. 1.00.
Because I feel that's fine. Anything beyond that, I think, would just slow down my typing and it would make it really senseless to use this feature at all.
Yeah, I'm not going to use it. It's a good feature for people who need it, but with VoiceOver, it's just too cumbersome. I'm not going to use it. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, that's why there's options. You can turn it off or you can turn it on. And here is my example. How are you doing? And notice, doing and doing was confusing to me, but I erased the D-O-I-N. I was expecting doing, so I erased it. If you did hit space after the word, then you have to erase it letter by letter. Otherwise, if I wouldn't have hit space, I could have just hit delete and the word would have been gone, because that option is turned on in the settings.
Cap H. Hotel. Hi, hot, how. Space, how. A. Alpha. R. Space, R. Y. Yankee. U. Space, U. D. Delta. Doing. Space, doing.
I had to investigate.
Words, characters. N, I, N. Delete. N, I, O, D.
And now that I got rid of doing, I'm going to start to get the word doing. So I'll start with D again.
D. Delta. Don't, doing. Space, doing. Numbers. Question mark, doing. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Siri. Is that the new Siri voice? Am I talking to the new Siri voice? Oh my god, she's not even a real voice.
Well, little dude, some people don't even think that you're a real voice.
Yeah, right.
Here are some of the setting changes that we made for Slide to Type. 1. Go to Settings. 2. Go to General. 3. Go to Keyboard. 4. Go to Slide to Type. 5. Turn on or turn off Slide to Type. How to change keyboard interaction time. 1. Go to Settings. 2. Go to Accessibility. 3. Go to Typing. 4. Go to Keyboard interaction time. 5. Increase or decrease with the increment and decrement buttons.
When we share
what we see
through each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap
between the limited expectations and the realities of blind abilities.
The realities of blind
abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, blindabilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.